Back to the big issue of the day. Norman, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Ian.
Good. Fire away. What have you got for us?
I think in this country we have a very serious problem, and it is the lack of trust.
Yeah.
And it started before Starmer with the COVID business, and then we now have a lack of trust in politicians,
Sure.
the police,
Yep.
the judiciary, and I've never known it before like it is now. And
Why have we...
The population feel like that.
Yeah, have we kind of manufactured some of that lack of trust? You know, when Trump used to talk about don't trust the media, you know, the media, fake news, all this kind of stuff. And sometimes he might have had a point, but mostly he never did have a point. But there were times when clearly a news organisation hadn't been honest. And I know the American system is slightly different to ours, but that's become a bit of a thing here. Don't trust the media, the mainstream media, this crazy legacy media term that half-wits have started to use. I mean, it's, you know, what does that even mean? But it seems to have taken a grip. You're right.
I don't blame the media for this at all. If you look at the facts of how things were, well, the COVID thing,
yeah,
you know, it was all done on modelling.
Yep.
You know, we didn't know that, and then they were told to model the worst case scenario.
Yep. By
this Bert from Imperial College, was it?
I think so.
Somewhere like that.
That's often where these things come from.
And now you get this business with the Just Stop Oil and wrecking roads that would never have been allowed before, ever. Never been allowed in my lifetime, which is now getting on a bit. And then you move on to, well, this business with Southport. I don't know if you watched this business in Southport when Starmer laid the reefs or whatever.
Yeah. It was a big story at the time.
I've never seen anyone so cold.
Yeah.
The crowds there. I mean, it's no good saying, well, he should have adjusted them, but he walked in and he laid the reef, his head was down, and he turned round, he never looked at a single person, and he walked away. And people got the impression, I got the impression, was he couldn't give a toss about that.
I mean, I think, you know, I'd like to think as a human and as a father, he would have been as disturbed on a personal level, but as a politician, he's just not a good politician. And I think, and thank you, Norman, for your call, because you've raised a load of stuff there that each point you raised could have been a phone in itself.